I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm kind of a chameleon. All my life, I've had a subconscious tendency to adapt the nuances and accents of the people around me. It's good with accents, I guess. You know, I lived in the South, and when I lived in the South, I spoke like this. And I'm not exaggerating, I really spoke with a very deep Southern accent. And then I moved north. I lived in Boston for a while. You know, in my car, I started talking a little bit funny, a little different than when I talked back in Alabama. I can't really do the accent, but you get it. But if I'm around you or enough, I don't know if this. I guess it happens less and less as I've gotten older. The tendency to this chameleon-like ability. And I'm reminded of the movie Zelig. I really, if you haven't seen the movie, it's a black and white movie. It's not an old movie, but it's a black and white movie by Woody Allen. It's filmed in a documentary point of view, fake documentary kind of style. And it's about a guy they take that idea of someone who kind of takes on other people's accents and gestures, and to the extreme point to the point where the character Zelig actually changes skin color, grows his hair, becomes just like the people he's around. It's pretty interesting. And throughout the whole movie, there's a running gag about how he's hoping he can, before he dies, he'd like to read Moby Dick. He can never quite get through Moby Dick. I've read Moby Dick. But, yeah, so I find myself, when I'm watching people's vlogs, I sometimes start, adopting some of their gestures and nuances, and maybe even their accents. I don't know. Maybe if I watched a whole bunch of one person's vlogs, I would end up sounding like them, or acting like them, or doing the kind of things that they do. I don't know. I could probably do a whole bunch of that. But anyway, so what am I talking about? I wanted to make a vlog today about something that kind of bugged me, and well, it didn't. Two things that happened. Okay, in the last few days, I was thinking about my videos, and I was thinking that I don't really vlog about really controversial things or too much, or politics or heavy stuff, because in a way, been there, done that. I've had those are all a lot of the videos that I see on YouTube. I feel are like college conversation videos. I mean, kind of deep, but deep if you're 21 and you're just discovering the world. And no insult to you 21-year-old or younger people, the few of you who do watch my videos. I'm not insulting youth. I think it's kind of funny. When you're young, you have such a desire to feel like you're mature and old and take on those hard, subjects and figure out how the world's supposed to work, etc. But now that I've been, and I think I've done videos like that, address these issues that other people have presented. But now that I've been on YouTube a while, I don't really feel much of a desire to talk. And you know what I want to say? I don't feel a desire to talk out of my ass, because part of it is that. I mean, part of it. One reason is been there, done that. I've had all those conversations when I was a kid, when I was younger. And it's not like those conversations are not worth revisiting, and it's not that I don't think that I've acquired any great wisdom, I've become comfortable with certain opinions about certain things in life, and I don't feel a great obligation to pass them on to anyone unless they ask, or I feel like it can be helpful to them. Another funny thing about being on YouTube is, about making these videos, is that I find that the people, I once in a while, not often, but once in a while, I get criticized as being childish and immature. Oh yeah, you're childish, you're immature. I'm rubber, you're glue. That kind of. That's how I feel like reacting because often the people who are criticizing me are younger, much younger than I am, and I'm often I wonder, but I think I've said this before, like why are these young people trying to keep me from growing up? What are the problems? Why do I have to grow up? Why do I have to be all mature? Why do I have to wear a dress? I did the dress shirt thing. I worked in, I worked in a publishing company before. I was going to say companies. I worked in publishing companies. And I wore a white tie and I wore a tie and a shirt well, you know what I'm saying. I dressed like an adult. And I worked for companies where in Japan as well, where I dressed like an adult. You know. And I'm wondering why do I have to, why do these young kids try to keep me from staying young? They want me to grow up. And I think it has more to do with their opinion about themselves. They see me as someone who's older than they are, and I'm acting like a kid sometimes in my videos because I think maybe they're uncomfortable about their own maturity, and they're still trying to, fill out their adult skin, so to speak, and they're trying to imagine how adults should act, and maybe that's why they try to stop me from being an adult. I don't know. So that's another thing, right? What was the other? Yeah, so talking out of my ass. Yeah, and the one reason I've been there, done that. The other reason was sometimes, I completely know that my opinion is nothing but my opinion, and it is no better than your opinion. And I don't feel that compelled to argue over which one of our opinions is better that often. Though I do. I mean, I have made those kind of videos going, oh, you idiot, kind of videos. I'm completely willing to give in to your opinion if you present a good argument defending your opinion. But I've made videos. I've made videos just blah blah, open, kind of what's it called? Stream of consciousness videos, where I don't really have any certain opinion. I'm just speaking loud, and people they think because it's in video they have to attack you for it. Oh, you said this, that doesn't make sense, and inconsistency. And man, I'm just talking, man. I'm just a guy on a camera talking. I don't think my opinion's any better than you, and that's why I kind of avoid those heavy subjects. So anyway, I was thinking about why I didn't make those kind of videos like 2 days ago, and then today I get an email from another user here who I respect quite a bit. Actually, it wasn't an email; it was a comment, and it came out of the blue, and he called my videos vacuous, and I think fluff. And I suppose he's right. I mean, my last video was about about fake underwear. Not a very pressing issue, and probably way down their level of importance in the list of worldly matters, things that matter in life. No, it wasn't important. I just thought it was interesting that people were making fake G-strings and thongs. And I thought you might appreciate that kind of video, and I made that video. And that shirt, that T-shirt I showed in the last video, that's not my T-shirt. I found that at the Gap, and it was funny because I thought it was on in the clearance section of like $3, and I was going to the beach. I just wanted something to wear. And anyway, I noticed the grammar right away, and I was wondering the whole time, is this like a deep, a joke? Because I think the T-shirt said the days of our society is numbered. The days of our society is numbered. So that's like a joke, right? Because yeah, the days of our society is numbered if we can't even make a sentence on a T-shirt grammatically correct. So I thought that's what was kind of what was the T-shirt was making kind of a really sophisticated joke, but. Everywhere I wore that T-shirt, people would stop saying, "What? What's going on? Something happened." People actually asked me about my T-shirt, and nobody noticed the grammar mistake. Everyone thought I was referring to something, or it meant, it was a reference to a movie that was coming, or they didn't get it. They didn't get it. So, and even on the YouTube video, quite a few people said I didn't notice grammar mistake either, And people in my real life that I showed it to didn't notice a grammar mistake. So maybe the days of our society is numbered. Yeah. So what was the point of that? Yeah, I don't make a lot of videos about heavy topics because I've had a lot of those subjects, and I realize that you know if I do make a video like that, I'm probably to do a proper video about some political topic, you really have to do a lot more research than most of the people on YouTube put into their videos. All I could do, and it's really not worth all the crap I get for it. I mean, I made a couple of videos and they got lots of views and a lot of just idiotic comments that I didn't enjoy. It wasn't like the comments hurt my feelings. It was just like they were they were so stupid. It kind of I think reading stupid comments is painful too. The other thing I wanted to talk about with this video is the fact that I don't make these videos anymore, much or not much, and I notice on YouTube very few people make these kind of videos anymore. And I think one reason is because of the partnership program. I think the partnership program has put a kind of pressure on a lot of us to make more polished and professional videos, and it's killing the vlog. It's killing the vlog. The YouTube partnership program is killing the vlog. And that's a shame. So I'm under no misconception. Is that the word expression? I'm under no I can't remember, misconception, misapprehension? Illusion. I'm under no illusion that a lot of you will watch this video. And you know what? I don't care. One last note. There have been a series of YouTube videos recently. Something regarding self-esteem and YouTube. And how has self-esteem changed how has YouTube changed your self-esteem, something like that, anyway. And I wanted to say about that, what I wanted to say was that, I think I've said this in a video, it sounds like deja vu. I'm not sure if I uploaded that video though. I made a bunch of videos in the ocean the other day. But what I wanted to say about that was that I'm kind of relieved that recently on Give Me a Break Man, I'm not getting a lot of views. People aren't watching. The number of subscribers I have and the number of views I get per video is actually, well, quite sad. I guess from a YouTube point of view. But you know what? I realized that it didn't bother me. And I was kind of relieved that it didn't bother me. I was like, so what? Who cares? So what if I've got almost 8,500 subscribers and I only get 1 or 2 or 3,000 views per video? That's fine. Though, thank you if you watch this long ass video. Thank you. But yeah, about self-esteem, I realized that YouTube did make me a bit stronger. It made me more me by letting me just kind of talk alone in rooms for a year and a half or so. It made me realize what I appreciate doing a little bit more. I really like sharing the Japanese stuff with you guys. And I feel more confident about expressing myself, I suppose. You might think, oh, well, you're a sad case. You're 40 years old, and you need YouTube to do that. But I live in a foreign country where there's not a lot of interaction, normal interaction, unless you're in a bar. Okay, I mean, I suppose I could join a church or something, but then we'd end up talking about God. So. In a way, YouTube is selfish because I'm, talk about things that interest me. And yeah, so YouTube has made me a little bit more me. And that has helped me care less about YouTube. So, and I think that's what I said in a video somewhere. YouTube has helped me become immune to YouTube. Okay, this is long enough. By the time you see this video, I'll be traveling again. And I'll be sending more videos to you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.